Hello and welcome. In this video, we're going to create an online course using Google Classroom. Google Classroom is free to use with your Google properties. Go to classroom.google.com. What we can do is we can click on Create a Class, and you can then click on Create Class. You'll need to make sure that you agree that you're not going to be using Google Workspace for education. You'll then want to click Continue. You want to give your class a name. Most of these designations are for teachers. However, if you can make use of them, you'll want to make use of them. We're going to go ahead and create the class. This is not a full-blown tutorial on how to use Google Classroom. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the classwork area, and you're then going to go to the Create button. And in order to create an online course, assuming that you have videos you want to upload, you're going to click on the Material button. That's going to bring you to this area. You're then going to write a title of the video or set of videos that you're going to be uploading. You'll then see a description. If you have trouble writing a description, you can use your existing content in order to write your description. One of the best ways of doing this is to upload your content from your course into NotebookLM. And in this case, we're going to upload all the files from our course into NotebookLM. Now, for the sake of this video, we've uploaded one video, but you'd obviously be uploading all the videos for your individual course. You can take this description as is, or you can go to the chat and you can take all your sources together. You can ask for a description. So we're going to write the prompt inside of NotebookLM. Now, again, we've only uploaded one video. You would upload all of your videos. You would keep them all checked. And what you'd ask for is a description of your course. And NotebookLM will then write the description of your course based on all of the sources that it is analyzing and give you one comprehensive description. This may not all fit inside of the course description, but we're going to try to put it all there. We're going to assign this to all the students that join the course. We're going to click Done. And there are a few ways now for us to upload our content. We can upload the content direct from our hard drive. So the video that we just uploaded to NotebookLM, we can now upload it directly as source material for our course. Notice now that the files are now uploaded. Your draft page has been auto-saved. So what you can do now is you can click on F5. You can refresh the page. You can go back into that area. If you go into the edit screen, you'll see that this is now rendering. The video is still rendering and will give you a final thumbnail. Once you have all of your files for this particular course or lesson, we're just going to go ahead and click Post. You'll see that it says students will see the material immediately. You probably won't have students when you first upload your content. We're going to click Post, and our post is now ready. We can now go back into this lesson, and we're going to create a topic. We're going to actually write in the topic. We can now click Save. We're now going to go back into this course. We're going to click Edit. You'll notice all of the forms that we can attach here in this area. Assuming that you have something in your Google Drive, you can click on Drive. And what you're going to see here is you can then search your drive. You can then choose any of the elements that you already have in your drive to add. We're going to add it. Once we add something new, we can then click Save. Now, there are other ways in order to add in different elements. However, what we have done is we've used Google Classroom the most basic way. Now, how would you deliver this to a customer? What you would do is you would then go to your students area. You would then click on Invite Students. You can then click on the invite link, and this invite link is one that you can put inside of your thank you page. The individuals inside of your course will see this dashboard where they'll be able to get access to the content that you are putting together. When an individual joins your class, this is what they will see. They will have access to your content here in this area. Now, all this content that they are accessing is actually inside of your Google Drive. And if you click on the video, one of the things that you're going to notice is that they can edit this content with their Google Vids. They can also share it, and that's probably not what you're going to want them to be able to do. So for the content that you don't want them to share, you're going to have to click on this share button, and then you're going to have to click on the settings. And then you'll have to determine what kind of settings you want the customer to have. Now, this access is primarily for individuals that are going to be editors of your course. In most cases, that will not be. I'm going to turn that off. Now, for the people that we want to be able to download, copy, and print, we do not want that to be the commenters or viewers. So we're going to have that turned off. We're going to leave this as restricted. We're going to click Done. The individual that did see this, they go to their page and refresh, they will no longer be able to edit the video. You'll notice that their share link is still working. So we will then go back to the sharing permissions. We'll then want to go back to these permissions. We'll want to turn this off for editors. Now the individual in your course, we're going to refresh for them. And if they were to click on the share button, an individual that wants to share this video, they will need to ask you for permission. And so in some cases, you may give permission for them to share the video. Perhaps there is a marketing reason, or perhaps there is a reason that if you just want to give an individual the ability to share one video, you can do that. But they will need to get your permission in order to share the content that you have put together. Now, obviously, whether you use a free or paid version, Google Classroom is really made for teachers to be able to use with students. However, you can adapt many of its purposes for individuals that you are teaching. For example, you see here that there are 7 courses in this specific classroom. And so what that means is we can go inside of one classroom. We can then create an announcement. And one of the things that you'll see here is we can reach all the students in one announcement. But what we can also do is we can then select an announcement for all of the courses that we are teaching. And so we can announce something to the entire school or to our entire community. And we're now inside of the App Store in Apple. And this is going to be the same thing if you are going to be in the Google App Store. If you go to your search area and you search for Google Classroom, you're going to see that there is an app available. So while it's not very highly rated by individuals that are going to be using it, you will be able to interact with your students, who in this case are going to be your customers if they have the Google Classroom application. We're going to go ahead and click Get. Well, what you'll see here is that you will be able to interact with students who are your customers using the Classroom app. And this is from the perspective of a course instructor. You'll be able to see the classwork that you put together. And you'll be able to comment to the class. You can watch the video content that you have here inside of your course. Now, if we were to look at the course as a student, we can click inside. You'll be able to see all of your content here, and your student will then be able to watch your video content. So you've now seen the first part of creating an information product using Google Classroom. We're now looking at Google Classroom created within a Google Workspace account. There is an important aspect to being able to create the Google Workspace course. And one of the things you'll see here is that within the learning tools, we can put in our AI tools, such as NotebookLM and a Gemini gem. When we can create material, but we can also create an element for NotebookLM and create a Gemini gem. And we will begin to look at these tools in the next monetization video. Okay, so that thanks, and I will see you in the next monetization video.